Good morning, everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setups for today. So we've tagged this level to the upside, not exact, but this 113.711 that we had yesterday, and I just want to bring it down ever so slightly. Basically, that's where I should have had it on that fractal, which is 136.93. We have tagged it with a range bar in amongst all the moving averages. Moving averages did cross over, so it's kind of confusing right now. I'm not really sure whether we're getting a second move down. I have a feeling this is a second move down. It is a rejection of the 155 right now. Oscillators don't impress me at the moment, but that is what I'm seeing. Now, if we come to the 1 hour, you can see we've had big up, big down, big confusion day yesterday. So two little setups here. And that is the first one. So that is a trend line. So obviously we need, it's going to put another level in here. There's my fractal there. So if we can get below this 113.433, then you're looking for a move back to the downside. And I think the safest way to play it would be, this is the bigger move down, this is the flag, and continuation down. So that's kind of my view at the moment. Looking for short setups here. They're going to wait for Europe to open before even looking at this, and probably a good strategy to play here would be the London breakout strategy, which basically means first 8 1 hour bars, draw your range around it, and I anticipate that the bottom of the range is going to be here at 134.33, and the top of the range more than likely in the 113.690 area or 113.500 area, something like that. A break to the upside is going to give us a potential move to the upside. A break to the downside, obviously going to give us a bigger continuation. I'm favoring a break to the downside for a bigger continuation. So that's kind of what I'm waiting for there. US dollar, Japanese yen obviously is the converse of that. So looking for longs here. And the line in the sand is right over here at 115.698. So we drop down to the 1 hour. You can see again another solid move up, bit of a pullback, nice crossover of our moving averages at the moment, nice crossover of our oscillators and pointing to the upside. This is setting up very nicely for a potential move to the upside. Your stop area is going to be right down here at 115.5, I'd say 115.560 or 550 area. That's your stop area. That's basically 170, 200 odd point stop loss for a potential move to the upside. What you're looking for as a first target is a move equal to this move of yesterday. So you're looking for that, and you can see it lines up with some previous selling, and that's going to be 116.192. So that's kind of the move that we have at the moment. I would again be watching the range that forms in the first 8 hours. You can see the 15 minute, we've basically broken above the 155. And you can see nice solid move up, always an opportunity to buy off the 155 on the lower time frames, especially on the 15 minutes. It tends to hold that quite often. So we've got to cross over the moving averages. We move pointing to the upside. So, pullbacks at the moment should be bought. And you can actually keep a tighter stop by looking at these tails here. But wait for Europe to open on this one. You should see a fairly decent break of 115.700 area for a move up. Moving on to pound, British pound, Japanese yen. We've got some pin bars early in the week, some buyers. We've got a bit of a crossover happening at the moment. But we do have a little bit of resistance ahead of us here. So if we just drop down to the hour, you can see lots of confusion here. Tails to the upside, tails to the downside. Nobody really knowing what's going on. The important thing for me is that we have crossed over the moving averages, and moving averages are starting to cross. So nothing concrete here yet. So for me, keep that trend line on your charts, because that is going to be fairly serious. And then there are two levels to the upside. I'll give them to you now. So it's this swing high here and this swing low. You can see it lines up with some swing highs to left as well. And that's what we're bouncing off right now. So 156.711, very important to pay attention to. 156859 is the other area to pay attention to. So if we start rejecting these areas and moving down, I'd want to see a break below 156500 to contemplate shorts. So that would be a break of this trend line. I just want to see break and retest of that for a move to the downside. So we're too close to the moving averages here, and we're sort of just going sideways with diversions and a whole lot of bearish signals here. So I'd be a little bit skeptical about chasing longs here. Probably looking for a move to the downside. That could be basically the start of a big double top. Okay, so anyway, wait for that one. I don't think it's as clear as what the dollar is right now, but lots of potential here for rejection, but there's also potential for a move to the upside. Lastly, Euro British Pound. So we did bounce off structure to the upside, and again we've come up to test the 155 EMA. We didn't quite get there, but we are sort of moving to the downside again, and I anticipate that's going to continue. So what you've had is nice move down, move up to test breaks, and now you're moving back down again, which basically means we're coming back down to test these levels. Now look at the oscillators. It could be a flag forming. So this one is an interesting one because most of last year we've been trending to the downside. So every rally has been sold into. So what you're looking for is there's a strong weekly and monthly and probably yearly support in this area that we're in at the moment. Look at the oscillators right now. We're at the 38% Fibonacci right now. Here's the 50%, and here's the 61.8. So pullbacks at the moment could offer opportunities to buy into this. But I'm a little bit skeptical about that. Obviously, I'm going to want to see a much better structure than what I'm seeing right now. And if I drop to the 15-minute, you'll see what I mean. So yesterday was a lot of up and down, up and down. We've come above the 155, but now we're back on it again. So, was this just a bit of a rally, a bit of a pullback in a bear trend, or are we forming a base? So this one to me is not that clear of what we need to do. Part of it says bear trend, part of it says watch out, we're coming up to some structure. So I would just maybe fine tune this one to there, and if we can hold this 083768 and find some support there, there's definitely merit for a move to the upside. So I would wait for either London breakout strategy, so break above the current high of today to validate a trade to the upside, or alternatively just pay attention to what happens here. If we start getting some inside bars or pin bars or something off this level here at 83768, then I would look for opportunities to buy into this for a continuation of the upside, which would basically be this first swing lower here. So it would be something like that. So you've got a target somewhere around 084200. Anyway, that's it for me today. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.